Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam, we're holding down movie reviews by ourselves. What did you see?
Yeah, well, Stephen, let me start with asking you a question. What would you do if in your field of vision a number that was counting down would appear everywhere and you couldn't get rid of it? I mean, would that drive you crazy?
Yes, I go crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, well, so that's kind of the premise, a little bit of the premise of this new Netflix series, which is actually based on a sci-fi series
Okay.
from a few years ago, Three Body Problem. I don't know if you've started it at all. I'm only an episode in, but basically it's a story about this woman who starts seeing this countdown number. And all we know so far from this is that it seems like other people have seen this number, and when they've either killed themselves before it reached zero, or we don't know what happens when they reach zero. So that's the kind of quick premise of this three body problem. I can't go into too many details because it's going to be one of those complicated series. I could already tell, but it was
Okay.
produced by the same two guys who did Game of Thrones.
Hmm.
So even though they kind of screwed the pooch in the end of that series, they're setting up for a lot of cool things. Really, a lot of ties I've seen in the first episode to like the Chinese Cultural Revolution and these Chinese experiments in the '60s. And I have a feeling that it's going to be kind of a story of like how that connects with all these people that were studying physics. So I started the three body problem. Netflix also had another series called Ripley. And
Hmm.
this is kind of it's based on the Talented Mr. Ripley, the movie, and I didn't see the movie when it came out, but it stars Matt Damon, Jude Law, and I think Gwyneth Paltrow. And the story of that is essentially that this man infiltrates this couple, and he's a con artist, and we're trying to figure out what he's doing, like hanging out with them all the time and getting really involved in their going ons. So this one stars Andrew Scott, who's famous British actor. If you've seen any of the Sherlock series, he plays Moriarty, and he's done a lot of other good roles. But he is going to start his con. An episode in, I will say I'm a little iffy about this. It's all black and white,
Hmm.
so interesting choice, and gives a little more dramatic effect. But I don't know if I'm hooked as well on this as I am the three body problem. But it is a limited series, and I might just kind of see where it goes. Otherwise, I might just revert to watching the original movie.
Yeah.
Um, Besides that, I'm still watching Shogun. I think that's the best show on right now for anyone who has a Hulu subscription. You can watch it there, but it does feel like that epic that's taking place in Japan around the kind of right after the Shogun era and the different politics. It feels like a Game of Thrones with
Hmm.
kind of Imperial Japan or ancient Japan. So that one has been really worth watching.
Okay.
Otherwise, I have not had a chance to catch a movie yet. I will say I do want to see Monkey Man, and this one is
Oh yeah, I saw a trail for that. Yeah.
yeah, it looks like a fun. I like Dev Patel. He does great in pretty much anything he does, I believe, and it seems like a fun action movie that's kind of a little bit of I think we often see kind of Western centric action movies.
Yeah.
So this will kind of be a good like Eastern focused film that really. I mean, he just does such a great job. I feel like you're really going to feel kind of the rawness of this. And for anyone who hasn't seen the trailer, it's this guy who's like down on his luck and or he's kind of just struggling, and so he joins these fights, kind of like a fight club where he wears a monkey mask and
Yeah.
either fights or gets beat up and all that stuff. And it's over time he's like building his rage to kind of go after the people who have wronged him in the past.
Hmm.
But I did not get a chance to go out to the theaters this weekend, so unfortunately, I'll have to wait till next week for that one.
So I went to the theater on Saturday, and this is the text exchange. I texted a young lady I went to movies with. I said, "What did we watch? What movie? The First Omen. LOL. You watched the back of your eyelids." I said, "I'm about to talk about it on my show. What are you gonna say? You had a good nap?"
Yeah, that doesn't seem like your type of
It
film.
wasn't, but in here, and to my credit, I had gone out for drinks with another friend first. Then I went to dinner and we had drinks there, and then the movie. I said, "Okay, is it over?"
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I
But
mean,
then I
yeah,
but then I did come home that night and I watched The Boss, Melissa McCarthy. That movie which I've seen it before, hilarious. She's hilarious to me anyway.
yeah. I feel like we don't see her enough, and she might have been
Right.
one of those that she's done enough that she can really pick her
Oh, we
role.
need her.
And
She is
we do,
hilarious.
we
She
do.
is hilarious. And
And
she can be a serious actress too.
oh yeah, yeah. She does it all, and there's a series, and I can't remember the name of it, but she does it. She's been in it with her husband. Her husband's in it as
Mm.
well, and she plays like this kind of uh she plays that office worker that's just like super selfish and like irritating and always right. And then she meets this other coworker who is played by her husband, and
Uh,
I forgot the premise, but it's got like some wackiness involved with it.
I gotta
So
watch that. Yeah, she is hilarious to me. I still love Tammy, and I love the one she did. What was the other one she did? The one where she was the convict. The one I
with
can't
John
remember.
Hamm, no. Oh, is it the dumb? Okay, yeah,
Yeah, she's hilarious to me.
she's
I
good.
did eat that. I did eat that. Yeah,
Yes, yeah, yeah, that one's good. Oh yeah, with what's his name from Arrested Development, but I can't remember his name right now. Um, what
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm missing though is when does Abbott Elementary come back?
I
Because
know. Are y'all still
I
ready for real?
I know I swear these shows. I
I
mean,
went to go watch it last week. I said, okay, it must be spring break.
yeah, but it's been spring break for a few weeks because I
Right.
am still waiting. And all the other shows that are supposed to be on right now, I don't know. Maybe basketball took over,
And
but
the thing about Abbott Elementary, like I didn't know if they'll be able to keep up that same, that thing they have. They do keep, and they kill it every week.
they kill it. And
Every
this
week.
this last episode that had Keegan Michael Key in it
Oh yeah,
as the like the yeah I mean yeah they it there's
yeah. He was over the school, whatever.
yeah
Yeah, yeah,
they definitely they bring in the star power. They're that type of show that everyone seems to want to be on.
yep,
Like if it's
yep,
filming and you're around, please they'll get them
yeah.
as a guest. And yeah, they still have a really
They
the
do.
cast just does a great job, and the jokes
Yeah.
are still fresh. And um
I
yeah,
was nervous when she went to go work for the school board, but it works. It works.
yeah,
It
yeah.
works.
I have a
Yeah.
feeling by the end of the season they'll bring her back.
Yeah, she'll be back.
But I
She
just
got
don't know what they'll do then. But I mean, you know what? They don't. I just feel like they don't have to switch stuff too much, right? They can keep the
no.
same. It's like the Seinfeld model, right? No
Right.
one really changed. You don't have to like have the characters grow. But
And then making the gentleman and the redhead roommates, that's hilarious.
oh, that was good. Yeah, the way that turned out was
Yes.
awesome. Yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
So
Anything coming down the pipeline?
so the Monkey Man. I think there's a couple other that were on my list. It's weird. So there's this movie called Civil War that's coming out. It's supposed to be like a big action movie that takes place in a post-apocalyptic world.
Oh wow.
Um, yeah, I say
Oh, I
bring.
saw I saw the trailer for that.
Yeah, I think it's
When
too.
I was awake at the movies. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't see the back of your eyelids. You know
Right.
what? I'll probably eventually watch that movie. I just feel like we're too. It's just too close to maybe being
It's too
reality that I do
close.
not want to
That's what
watch
I
this.
was when I saw
This,
it. Yeah.
yes, this is not a film I
I
want to.
said this could be something that could happen.
Exactly, exactly. And they're going to expect me to go to the theater and pay for this. I might
Right.
I'll see this in real life soon enough. So,
Exactly.
um, that's not on my list. Yeah, nothing's jumping out at me. I looked at the list. Furiosa Mad Max movie. That's not until later this summer.
Right.
Um, I saw. Did you ever watch the original Roadhouse? Amazon's been promoting this new Roadhouse movie with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I don't think so.
It looks as bad as you think. I mean, it's the premise is simple, right? He's a bouncer. He goes to Key West. He has to defend this bar, and of course, fight scenes ensue. I'm sure it has an audience, and I
Right.
do like
Oh
Jake
yeah.
Gyllenhaal, but yeah, it just seems like they're trying to cash in on the classic from the '80s, which I don't. I've never actually seen either, and I'm sure it's not that great. But
Right.
yeah, I just feel like I thought we'd get over this post Oscar award season lull, and maybe we're just easing into the summer.
Right. Maybe. Well, we'll see what happens. But thank you as always for letting us know what to spend our time and our money on, what not to. Have a great week. We'll see you next Monday.
Thanks.
All right, right back after this.